don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And another three for Minnesota.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
George against Walker. And it's Bryant missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
George looking around. Baseline J on the way. Bryant with the rebound. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the middle. And finished off by Bryant.
This selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
Outside, George for the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lakers trail by 9. And here is Davis. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
Walker's shot is off. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
On the wing, James. He feeds it to Walker. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
George with the ball. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. That doesn't go either for George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Davis, the pass to LeBron. Back to Walker. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead. And here's George for 3. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Hands it from downtown. George has got 19 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
LeBron sets the screen for Schroeder. Pass to LeBron. Shoots from 12. That one rolling around and rims out. Timberwolves leading by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Los Angeles' head coach gave me a few minutes. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
All right, thank you, David. Minnesota shooting around 46% at this point. George, that's a basket. He is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Walker. And just miss after miss right now. Edwards kicks to George. On the wing, George. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now Schroeder. He had 13 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. Over Edwards. And the shot is long.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he
first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 37. The Lakers, 22.
Group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns is checked in for Reed. Kyle Anderson comes in for Ilyasova. Torian Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. And George is subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Towns. Then it's Torian Prince. Then it's P. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves leading by 16.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
George against Beverly. Pass to Nunn. Davis with a screen on Russell. Nunn kicks to Beverly. And again, no good by the Lakers. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Walker finds Davis. Inside. Walker against Prince. It's tipped, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota leading by 18. Nobody near George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Now, here's Nunn. He's got 8. Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws.
Anthony Towns. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis. At the line for 2.
And try to manage the wear and tear.
Both shots good from the stripe. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Anthony Towns. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis. Taking 2 shots.
Offers is what makes him such a valuable player.
Offensively, he's a real handful given the array of moves and shots he has in his bag. But he's also outstanding defensively, too, able to guard multiple positions.
The pass to Noel. Beverly against George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A premier player in this league, Davis with another huge night, showing why he is an NBA champion.
The three from George. They get it again, and Towns throws it down.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Outside, Walker. He takes it in. Davis kicks to Nunn. Davis setting the pick for Nunn. Off target from the wing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. The Lakers shooting 47% in the second quarter. James looking around. To the inside. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
George against Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. Good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And at the line last season, about as a team, pretty solid numbers.
Edwards has come in for Prince. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Lakers. For guys like Lonnie Walker, one and done, it's a tough transition to the NBA.
Yeah, just look at Lonnie. Barely plays his first year out of school. Year 2, just 6 points a game. He's made steady improvements every year. That's a normal path for those one-and-done players.
Walker with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers trail by 19. Outside, Walker. Outside, Westbrook. Beverly for 3. No good. Excellent D there from George.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break, a mirror ugly.
Mistake-free basketball, MP.
I guess.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Noel. And the 3 off target. With 1 on the clock. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Beverly. Walker's got 7 points.
Rated baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you're playing team offense.
And so it's Minnesota.
You look at the Timberwolves, they take a dip in switching focus now. A tremendous showing in the first half for the Minnesota. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one out. The Timberwolves. Lakers trail by 10, taking a look at Los Angeles. Kendrick Nunn out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Reeves in at the 3 spot. And the call. coaching is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Irving. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. Nunn passes to Bryant. Minnesota with the rebound. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Count it good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Here's LeBron. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Here's George, and then George with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. In the corner, it's James. And contact on the shot. Anthony Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Lonnie Walker comes in for Kendrick Nunn.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
George hits a 2-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And it's just so beautiful.
James. Timeout called for Minnesota.
Well, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota leading by 3. And what do you think, GA, is the next step for this Lakers team?
Coming off a championship not that long ago, young firepower is surely needed. These older guys can't carry a team like they used to.
Here's Davis. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George double team. Here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers trail by 3. On the wing, Bryant with a tie. It's hauled in by George. Minnesota shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. George double team. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. Here's George, and he has 42. It's good. George has got 44.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
LA's got more than a 50% success rate on their 3-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. James kicks to Bryant. Pass to Walker. From deep. Drops in the tray. Walker's got 10.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Walker. Walker against George. Just 5 to shoot. to Bryant. Just 4 to shoot. Schroeder can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's George. The Lakers with the rebound. Outside, Davis.
Man.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James. 47 seconds left in the third. The Timberwolves shooting well. They're at 45%. George against Westbrook. And George with the stop.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was intended for.
He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The dish to Davis. Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And explosive at the one. Westbrook plays with tremendous force, rocking the rim there.
A three from George. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting. Minnesota leading by 6. Towns is out there with Torian Prince. Then it's P. Then it's Nas. That free throw good from George. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Bryant with a screen on Prince. Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the play. And he makes both free throws. Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years. And I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
George double team. Here's Reed. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers trail by 6. Westbrook passes to Toscano Anderson. Back to Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. And the jump by LeBron.
Oh, my God. LeBron James with that power. Do you just feel the rim shake?
Schroeder against George. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Toscano Anderson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He dishes it to Bryant. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Toscano Anderson. Clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And here's George for 3. The shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now.
Back to James.
Wait, who played like Lamar?
Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Minnesota has possession. The lead is 2. George against Beverly. And it's George missing.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
James finds Bryant. Here's Toscano Anderson. We've got 1:55 left in the game. James, the pass to Beverly. A miss that time would have put him up.
This is the definition of fortunate. He's trying to get himself points, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And all right.
Time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder behind the defender, it's over.
George against Bryant. Here's Reed, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Russell against Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Beverly. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
56 seconds left in the fourth.
How to get there, but you'd rather it not have it cost you.
He drops the first one. That makes it a 2-point lead. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point bogey.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Davis in the corner. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Hey, guys,
Facts. I'm in my 4th cutscene when I'm just trying to play another micro game. I don't care about this interview. Who was it that was watching the John Morant video? Was that you, D? Or did you see a way you wanted to make it work? Oh, for real?
Hey, MP. So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team. That's a great question. Not at all, man. I mean, I'm confident in who I am and what I bring to this table. Okay, so we've been tiptoeing around this a little bit, so let's get into it. I mean, who wouldn't want the endorsement of a superstar? You know what I'm saying? Okay then, last question.
My 3
Finding your footing on this team. This might not be my
My 3 for this build was PG.
Well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you. Right? You know? So.
Hey, D. My 3 for this build, my 3 shades of PG, Clyde, and Shea. I got an 80. I can work on being a secondary one if I need to. I'm still not great at ball handling yet on this game.
There you are.
Here I am.
You ready for me?
MP, have a seat. How you doing, Coach?
Dog, I don't care about top takes.
His rookie standout MP will be making his first appearance in the
I'm down.
Those kicks, MP.
Don't need help like those kicks, MP.
All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
as we all know, this is our beloved rookie.
Not really set me up for success there, Coach G.
I'm about to hit 90 feet. Ooh, I got a shooting badge? PG13 silver.
That's it. I'm about to shimmy.
Gonna lie, he been putting up good stuff. I thought he was the most underrated person in the ASAP mob. He left the ASAP mob, and now he's still putting out great stuff. If you really want to listen to somebody bar out, just thank me later. Draymond, he's so tough. Another rapper whose beats make me want to change my tire on the side of the freeway. Mention because I love you, mommy. Mama told me to pay attention to school. Mother Nature had me hating these dudes.
Alright. Since we haven't started running, I guess I'm going to go and get this 92 real quick. Badges.
MP.
5 underrated rapper.
It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short. And here's Jones. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. At the forward spots, it's Edwards and Towns. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And then there's Nas Reed. And it's George in at the Nas Reed. That's his first foul. Johnson against Edwards.
Hey, D.
Outside Johnson, 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound Spurs. Pirtle with the bucket.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
George drives in. And he banks in the layup.
Is that Uncle Demi, D?
His appeal when he was drafted was his potential to be a leader. A role his team hopes he'll grow into.
Yeah, you heard that about him back in college, that the locker room looked to him. I could definitely see that translating to the league over time.
Offensive rebound. 4-3.
Hey, is that Uncle Demi on YouTube?
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Pass to George. We played just over a minute here in the first. Driving to the basket. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Johnson. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Here's Roby. Pass to Vassell. Back to Roby. Over Towns. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot. Now here's George. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Towns, a screen on Vassell. Here's George. Oh, that was something else. Wow. And you look at the type of leadership that MP displays. Very much a lead-by-example type of guy.
Yeah, MP is encouraging to his teammates, but doesn't baby them. That's one reason he's earned so much respect.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pirtle with a screen on Russell. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Johnson. Here's Vassell. That three's off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with
hammer it home.
That hurt. And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Jones drives in. Oh, and Reed with a block. Up top, George. He has 7. And another basket for Minnesota.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Pirtle with a screen on Russell. Here's Jones. Here's Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
He's a consistent finisher close to the bucket. Pirtle's got great hands.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. The three from Russell. San Antonio has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Jones. Pass to Pirtle. Vassell with it. 6 on the shot clock. Roby can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's Edwards on the wing. George outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a penalty. Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Now here's Johnson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And so he draws the foul, headed to the...
Karl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. 13 foul.
he was around. Absolutely huge for this young player and his development.
Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Yeah, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, B.A., I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
Jones from outside. He goes up again. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got 6.
Even against contact, Jakob Pirtle stays strong. A guy his size won't get tripped up very easily.
Towns a screen on Vassell. Here's George. It's not going to go for him. San Antonio leading. Pass to Vassell. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota ball.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Reed sets a screen. George passes to Reed. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Now Vassell, 14 points his last outing. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Great recognition by Pirtle, slicing through the defense in these pick-and-roll sets.
George with it. He's got 10. Pass to Reed. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. On defense, the Spurs. 3-point lead.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
San Antonio's gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. Roby can't hit.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
George, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. 2 fouls for him.
That's not a foul. That's not a foul.
His minutes will be curtailed.
And the Spurs making a change here. Richardson's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub.
I reached out, he was
checked in.
Going to his left with my left.
Pass to Roby. And here's Jones. Pirtle with the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Roby. Shoots over Anderson. Offensive board. Pirtle. Hey,
I reached with the right hand.
Talk about efficiency.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
The Timberwolves trail. And here's George. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries.
Why D is a hoe.
Richardson, the pass to Pirtle. Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
They can't stop Jakob Pirtle. Pouring it in tonight.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. Towns a screen on Richardson. Back to Russell. The 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Russell against Jones. Outside Johnson. Pass to Pirtle. Tries again. And he lays it in. Pirtle's got 14.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's George. He's got 13. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate.
Wait, Dylan Brooks does?
It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
I didn't know that.
Now here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Richardson.
That was covered. I don't care.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Now this was a 42% contest. He just made it.
Screen on Richardson. George with it. Richardson picks him up. Towns. Oh, rejected by.
Come on, Karl Anthony Towns. How are you gonna hand that to Jakob Pirtle?
Jones against Anderson. from deep. Johnson. Rebound, Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Edwards finds George. Anderson with a screen on Richardson. George passes to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Time called here. San Antonio decides.
And they got into a consistent.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Jones, the pass to Vassell. And here's Johnson. Collins with a screen on Towns. Pass to Collins. And anytime a player is asked about...
Come on, Cat, bro.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
And Smitty, Greg Popovich, you played for him. His 27th season as coach of the Spurs. How many more you think he has in him?
Well, B.A., he's accomplished everything one could hope to in his career. I mean, he has 5 titles, B.A., most wins. Now he's just coaching for the love.
On the court for Minnesota. At the forward spots, it's Edwards and Towns. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's George in at the 2-guard.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Now here's Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Collins a screen. 11 feet out. Johnson finds Collins. 4 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Johnson with a bucket.
Good shot, Kelly. Damn.
Help Minnesota continue to grow over last year.
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's George. He's got 15. Towns a screen on Vassell. Here's George. Vassell with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Jones. Collins with a screen on Russell. Back to Vassell. Here's Roby. Over to the left wing. Collins a screen. Johnson with it. Picked up by Reid. Yep, that one goes. And it's now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Operating the pick and roll well. Keldon Johnson keeping things simple and understanding how to execute.
George against Vassell. Towns passes to Edwards. George outside. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Jones, the pass to Collins. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Towns, a screen on Vassell. Right wing. Fires for 3. Towns.
Cat, you gotta hit some fucking threes, bro.
San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. On the wing, Vassell. George defending. Ooh, and he took a hard foul.
Can't hit a 3 and you're fouling on the other end, bro. You're useless. Most useless 92 overall player on the game right now.
Struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2000.
Nah, I'm a 91, bro. Talking about Cat.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Again,
3 straight misses.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, they need this. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line. The first free throw is good.
This Spurs franchise, one of the most storied in the sport, really trying to get back to their winning ways.
Well, Smitty, how about the Spurs here? A short playoff drought the last few seasons.
They've only missed the playoffs 7 times since coming to San Antonio, BA, including the last 3 years in a row. This fan base isn't used to these types of seasons.
Now here's Vassell. Well, he hasn't scored yet.
You're sticking with me.
Minnesota in the lead. Now George. 17 points in the game. To the inside. Towns.
I'll tell you what, that Cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Jones with the ball. Outside Johnson. Here's the 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's George. Towns is screen on Jones. Pass to Towns. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Jones finds Johnson. Now Vassell. The 3 ball. Reed with the rebound. George against Johnson. George outside. Launches it. Rebound San Antonio.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Collins with a screen on Edwards. Here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot.
Second personal foul.
Oh, yeah, that bitch nasty.
Competing against his teams.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And, of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Jones, the pass to Collins. Now here's Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll have...
First personal foul. 15 foul.
Approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, getting everybody involved on the offensive end. He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
Fires at the elbow. Second chance shot. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 16 points.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's George. 19 points in the game. Towns down low. Covered by Pirtle. The 3, George. And Primo pulls it down.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to Pirtle. Here he goes. And a foul call.
Chat, bro, you got 4 fouls in the second, and you're 0 for 5 from 3. Why are you on the court?
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
Nah, every single shot has been spoon-fed. Wide open. Brick.
When you're facing MP, it isn't about trying.
Meanwhile, I've got 19 out here and 5 assists.
Glad you could join us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been quite a game for Jakob Poeltl.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Isaiah Roby out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Jones in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. 2 on the clock. Here's George. And saw contact while he was going up. And he knocks down the first one. Towns, he's checked in for Prince. It's both from the stripe. The Spurs shooting only 36% so far in this game. Russell against Jones. On the wing, Vassell. Gets the 3 to fall. Vassell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at a respectable 49%. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Down low. Poeltl with the bucket. Poeltl's got 22.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
George against Vassell. George outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Spurs. Roby's got 5 rebounds in the game.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Jones. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. And Edwards slams it in.
This is intelligent basketball.
You don't need to fry it, bro.
Turnover and then immediately
it's a wet Oreo.
Outside Jones. Pass to Poeltl. Again, the Spurs score.
I said wet. I said it's wet Oreos, bro. Dog, I said it's wet Oreos. That's what Oreos and water is. It's wet Oreos.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria.
Man, you get out.
Poeltl is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point.
Man, I'm loud. I've already woken my girl up once. I'm loud. Proud.
You're right, B.A. I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops, but the game is growing there because of...
Man, they say I'm yelling.
Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins checked in.
She can't really be too mad at me because I just bought her iPad Pro, so she can't be too mad at me.
On the second chance points. Johnson's got 10 points in
the game. Our crib. She was in with me.
And timing pays off big for Keldon Johnson with some second chance points.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. The Spurs have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
Yeah, if it's that much money, she ain't gonna be mad at me.
And there's the drive and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Vassell against George. So it'll be 2 free.
Man, I made it 23 years. I can do 23 more.
He got hammered.
That's good from George.
And really strong at the line since the break.
George hits them both. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say, shut up and dribble.
Yeah, huh?
What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then
right hand.
But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice.
Nah, I'ma just gonna have to find out what that right hand does to me. Facts. Now I'm gonna have to alternate. If I'm gonna get crunk.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Minnesota with it. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. George. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight. Jones pass to Collins. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Jones. Over Reed. Oh, and Reed with a block. To the inside. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. Boy.
Your guys.
The Spurs have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
Nah, since I've started, I haven't had that issue. Anytime I want to, she does too, so I'm chilling.
Outside Johnson fires the 3, knocks down the long J.
You act like that's a bad thing.
Johnson's got 13.
Moving the ball, finding Johnson where he likes it.
George with it. He's picked up by Jones.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
From the left block. Outside Anderson. Back to George. Anderson with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to Anderson.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
From super close range, Johnson.
Yeah, I did everything I could to get Eddie Jones out of my buildings.
George outside. Reed to screen on Vassell. Vassell against George. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's George. Goes back up. Hits the layup after the sweep. Pump fake to freeze the D. George has got 34. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy.
And he makes a first. Both teams will make substitutions. George hits them both.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not.
The Spurs have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Pass to Sohan. McDermott outside. Collins with a screen on George. Richardson, that's good. Richardson's got 10 points. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him.
Oh my goodness!
That is
cocked it back and fired it home!
Oh, indeed. Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's George. And, yep, it's good. George has got 40 points.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to wheel his team to victory.
Ooh, poked away. Richardson with it. Guarded now by George. The shot's good.
One thing you no longer want to do against Richardson, send him to the free throw line, an area where he is really improved.
And George launches it from deep. Kept alive by Minnesota. They double team George. Outside Anderson. Back to George. Anderson with a screen on Richardson. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Noel, no good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter.
Shit, I'm about to light one up, I think.
Pass to Primo.
Man, I got one sitting right here. If you need a picture, I got it.
Soft touch off.
I won't even lie, my girl wrote it. Nah, I just said I got one sitting in front of me. She rolled this one, I rolled the other one.
Wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Minnesota has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Now here's George. He's got 40 now. George draws the double. Back to Noel. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Primo. Pass to Richardson. Collins a screen. Pulls up on the wing. Richardson, no good. Well, the Timberwolves shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Back come the Spurs in transition. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. Richardson's got 12.
Beautiful choice by Richardson. The floater, a must-have if you're a guard in the NBA.
George outside. Pass to Anderson. George outside. Beyond the arc. No good there. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
He's been a... In the first half, nothing in the second.
Hurdles checked in. So for Minnesota right now, they've got D'Angelo Russell, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Richardson for 3. Reid with the rebound.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Russell against Vassell. McDermott outside. Outside Johnson. There's the 3. And there's McDermott on the assist by Johnson.
Now, Doug McDermott is best known for that. A sharp shooting big from the outside.
Here's George going inside. And the jam.
Fuck you, Zach Collins. Get dunked on.
Immediate entry into the highlight reel. Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Collins passes to Johnson. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
A remarkable poise from the swing man. Johnson doesn't let some rough defense deter him from cashing in.
Outside, Anderson fires from deep. It's good.
There we
Set
go.
up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 8 here already in the game. San Antonio's going 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Richardson from downtown. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's George. San Antonio with a rebound. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Collins with it. Lets it go from deep. And they'll get another chance.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Up top, George. Anderson with a screen on Richardson. They double team George. Here's Russell. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Russell is a threat from anywhere on the floor. So if he gets his mid-range look, he's going to take it.
Outside Johnson. And he got the whistle on the way up. And Johnson drops them both. Minnesota with the ball. It's a... Wow! Crazy good!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Then it's out of bounds. Checked in for San Antonio. They double team George. From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Collins with a screen on Russell. Pass to Collins. Now Johnson fires the 3. Anderson pulls it down.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's George. And he drives in. And the layup is good off the glass. George has got 46.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Vassell finds Jones. Now Johnson. And here's Collins. Pass to Vassell. Jacks up a 3. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And George with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Johnson against Edwards. Back to Collins. Fires from the corner. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to George. Oh, plenty of contact on that. Foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That's good from George. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy.
These are legends. These
Well,
were
I can get
those
one
that
more
laid
assist
the
and get that
foundation
50-point double-double.
for this
That'll be
league to be
good.
successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
Jones, the pass to Vassell. Now Johnson. to the middle. Vassell outside. Clock at 6. Picked by Pirtle. Spurs need to get one up here. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
They built up this huge lead.
Come on, give me a playmaking badge. Should give me the 90.
They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Johnson inside, guarded by Edwards. George outside. Bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Lets a floater go. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Vassell passes to Pirtle. Oh, and Reed with a block. Vassell against Anderson. For 3, George. Jones grabs the board.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
There's the drive. Here's Roby. And the three-pointer goes.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance. Are you crazy? Very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for P.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
The shot by Sohan, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. And George with the jam.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Pirtle finds McDermott. Here's Primo. Pass to Richardson. McDermott up top. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 4th. It's George.
Oh, wow! He went my goodness! Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. George with it. From deep three-point range, it's off. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here to walk into enemy territory.
Thank you for cheering on your teams tonight. Please get home safe, and we will see you soon.
Pass accuracy is now a 76. Now next is his mid-range. Limitless takeoff is now gold.
Yo. Supposed to be next Sunday. Yeah. I leave Wednesday morning, come back Sunday. I might move my flight to Monday. Booster, man.
Ooh, look, they put your boy MP in the starting lineup.
They down bad.
Hey, Nate, what's on your mind, man?
Congratulations on your first start. You look very comfortable out there from the tip.
Coop at the door.
Whew. Oh, thanks, Nate. I mean,
Can you share with us the biggest difference between college and the NBA?
Players are better. I mean, but so am I. Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We zone, what we doing? Not talking to me. Two-way inside out score. Seven one.
That's a big map you guys got in there.
What is this?
This? MP. There comes the time in every man.
All right. I'm all ears. Yes. So what comes next?
We want Ashley, you're up.
As some of you...
All right, Mila, you're up.
Okay. As you...
That it was, Mila.
Who let him have a stick? I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough, man.
Cool. Now, let's talk business. Now, I know that all of this might seem like a lot, but...
Rotation. Switch back. Yep. They must have pressed L1. That pass just exploded. Rebound.
Hey, welcome in.
The jump. He green it. Oh! Travel. Hey man, I'm not trying to be funny here, bro. These people are playing 3 people on defense.